calculus 2, we're going to study area between the two curves. The calculus 1 class, we're going to define the definite integral, how can evaluate to integral and definite integral. So this section, we're going to study application of integration. Now, how going to find the area between the two curves? So first case is G and F. How going to find area between the two curves? Area between the two curves. So we want to find the area between the two curves. So let's make a rectangle, guys. So I'm going to erase this shade part. Then we're going to make a rectangle. Here is one rectangle. So thinking about from calculus classes is delta xi. So here is the height. This one is base. Delta xi is base. Here is height. What is height? Top is going to be g function. That's the y value. Bottom is f function. That's the another y value. We're going to looking for a height here. That's going to be gxi minus fxi. So using the Riemann sum, area going to be summation and limit I equal 1 to n gxi minus fxi, and you're gonna time this is height and times base delta xi. That's we're gonna define the definite integral. So a and b, g of x minus f of x, this is base. Just thinking about this one is height, this is base. Integral meaning is all together, sum. That's we're gonna find the area between the two curves. So this one is the first case. Second case is top is f, bottom is g. So still this one is below the x-axis. Find the area between the two curves is the same thing. Fx is the above the curve, gx is the bottom curve, fx minus gx. That's the height, base gonna be dx. That's to find the area between the two curves. Let's see the first example. So we're gonna find this blue shade. What is upper curve is y equal e to the x. What is the bottom curve? Y equal x. They're gonna bound it. This one is x equals 0. This line, vertical line, gonna be x equal 1. So how can find the area? Area gonna be integral. Start point is 0. Upper bound is 1. What is upper curve? E to the x minus bottom curve x. Then base gonna be dx. Let's find the area between the two curves, okay? So what is antiderivative to the e to the x? E to the x. What is antiderivative of x? That's the x squared over 2. Where to where? 0 and 1. So you plug in the 1 first. E1 minus 1 over 2 minus E0 minus 0. So this one gonna be E minus 1.5. E to the 0 gonna be what? This is 1. So minus 1, that's the E minus 3 over 2. Let's find the area between the two curves. Next example is, what is upper curve? Guys, remember the what is upper curve is gonna be here, this function. Bottom curve is this. Where x equals 0, they say x equals 0, x equals 1. That's going to be find the area between the two curves. So let's go to area. What is the low bound? X equals 0. Upper bound is 1. What is upper curve? X squared plus 2 minus low curve negative x dx. Let's find the area between the two curves. So this one gonna be 0 and 1, x squared plus 2 plus x dx. What is antiderivative x squared? Here, x cubed. 2 plus 1 is 3. Bottom is 3. Plus 2x plus x squared, denominate 2. Where 0 and 1. You plug in the 1 first. 1 over 3. 2 plus 1 over 2. Minus plug in the 0. That's the 0. So same denominator 6. 2 plus 12 plus 3. That's going to be 17 over 6. That's the area between the two curves. Previous two cases, two curves doesn't meet or intersect. But third case is curve is some interval, f is up. Second interval C1, C, Gx is up. C2 and B is gonna be fx is up. These cases you have very careful because height is always positive, which meaning is area always should be positive. So we're gonna find this area S1, S2, S3, three different regions. So A gonna be, guys, A gonna be S1, first area, second area, third area. You wanna find it, but each area is what is upper curve, what is bottom curve. That you have to decide. S1 is gonna be integral AC1. What is upper curve? Fx minus g of x dx. What is S2? S2 area gonna be upper curve gonna be g of x. C1, C2, g of x minus f of x. What is S3? S3 gonna be upper curve is gonna be f of x minus g of x. What is the interval? C to the b dx. Why we're going to do this way? Because area can be negative. Just keep in mind, when curves intersect, you have to check which curve is up, which curve is down. Let's see the example, this one. Find the area bounded by y equals cosine x, y equals sine x, x equals 0, x equals pi over 2. So here is going to be, here is cosine graph. Blue one is a sine graph. For this curve, this area, A1 is cosine is upper curve. A2 gonna be sine is upper curve. You have to find when they meet. So first thing is you have to find the intersection point. So sine x equal cosine x. When sine x, cosine x same, that's gonna be x equal pi over 4. Right? So 0 and pi over 4, which one is up? Cosine, right? So that's the A1. 0 and pi over 4 cosine x minus sine x dx. How about A2? A2, yellow one is sine x is up, pi over 4, pi over 2, sine x minus cosine x. That you have very careful, okay? Let's do this one. Antiderivative cosine is sine x. Antiderivative sine x gonna be negative cosine, so negative cosine x. 0 and pi over 4. So this one gonna be sine x plus cosine x. 0 and pi over 4. What is the plug in the sine pi over 4? Sine pi over 4 cosine pi over 4 minus sine 0 plus cosine 0. Hopefully you remember all the trigonometry value. This one is square root of 2 over 2, square root 2 over 2, minus sine 0 is 0, cosine 0, 1. So that's it. So this one is square root 2 over minus 1. That you find A1. What is A2? Same process. What is antiderivative sine? That's going to be negative cosine x. Antiderivative cosine, that's the sine, negative sine x. Pi over 4, pi over 2. You plug in negative cosine pi over 2 minus sine pi over 2 minus negative cosine pi over 4 minus sine pi over 4. So cosine pi over 4 is, guys, this is 0, this is 1. So negative 1, negative positive, square root 2 over 2, plus square root 2 over 2. This is negative 1 plus square root 2. So we're going to find the A value, right? Area A, A1 plus A2, that's the square root 2 minus 1, plus negative 1 square root 2, square root 2 plus square root 2, 2 square root 2 minus 2. Let's do the practice question here. You just pause the video to try to do by on your own. This one is find the area between the two curves. Upper curve is y equal to cosine x, bottom curve is y equal cosine x. They give the interval of x equal, here is 0, here is 2 pi. So there is no intersection, right? So we're gonna find the area right here. Area gonna be where to where? 0 and 2 pi. What is upper curve? 2 minus cosine x. Bottom curve is cosine x dx. So this one is 0 and 2 pi. 2 minus cosine x minus cosine x, 2 cosine x dx. So find the antiderivative 2, that's the 2x. What is antiderivative cosine? 2 sine x, 0 and 2 pi. You plug in x equal to pi, that's gonna be 4 pi minus 2 sine 2 pi. Minus, plug in the 0, 0 minus 2 sine 0. So if you remember the trigonometry value for the special angle, this is 0, this is 0. So we're gonna have answer gonna be 4 pi. Next practice question is gonna be between the two curves that have intersection. Here is gonna be, here is negative 1, here is 0, here is 1. Negative 1, 0 is, this one is upper curve, y equal x cubed minus x. Bottom curve is y equal x, okay? So y equal 0 is x-axis. Second part is gonna be, upper curve gonna be y equal 0, bottom curve gonna be y equal x cubed minus x. Guys, very clearly see that what is upper curve, what is bottom curve. Let's say this one is, I'm gonna put this area gonna be A1. So second part, this one is, I'm gonna put A2. Let's find the A1 first. So A1 gonna be negative 1 and 0. What is upper curve? X cubed minus x. What is bottom curve? Minus 0 dx. Now let's find A1 first. This one is x fourth power over 4 minus x squared over 2, negative 1 and 0. Plug in the 0, 0 minus, plug in the negative 1 fourth power is 1, 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2. So this one gonna be negative 1 over 4. Answer is 1 over 4. Let's find that. If you get the negative, that's you did something wrong. Area always positive. Second part is A2. That's gonna be 0 and 1. This one is top. Upper curve gonna be 0 minus x cubed minus x dx. So this one is 0 and 1 negative x cubed plus x dx. So negative 1 over 4 x fourths plus x squared over 2, 0 and 1. When you plug in the 1, negative 1 fourth plus 1 and a half, plug in the 0 is 0 minus 0. That's the 1 over 4. So A2 is 1 over 4, A1 is 1 over 4. We want to find the area A, A1 plus A2. A1 is 1 over 4, A2 is 1 over 4. That's gonna be 2 over 4, that's the 1 and a half.